morning. I'm here at Bucket Mustard with Richard, and we're going to make short crust pastry for tartlets today.
Hi there. So, anyway, yeah. Basically, this is the world's simplest pastry for anyone to make.
Okay.
And it's very simple. What I had is while I had everything else going on, I just softened. The ratio is dead easy.
Yeah.
For 1 part butter,
yeah,
it's 2 parts flour.
Oh right, okay.
So for this one, because we use quite a bit, all I've done is I've softened 250 grams of butter.
Yeah.
Just diced up and left in a warm place.
Yep.
It should be soft enough so it's not melting, but you can push your finger through it. And I just mixed that with flour. And then if you feel that, you can tell it is pretty much just butter and flour.
That's good.
Now you don't want to work with it straight away. I have put a little bit of water in there just to bring the whole thing together.
Okay.
Now, you don't really want to use it straight away, because we're going to bake it. If you line the tart with it now, it will just like melt.
Yeah.
So now we've made the basic dough. We just clean film it up.
Yeah.
And we just put it in the fridge to rest.
Okay. And how long do we rest it for?
Depends how urgent I need it. And half an hour is good.
Okay.
Roll out some little tartlets.
Okay.
Okay, so that's short crust pastry.
Made earlier.
Okay, so
Sprinkle the soda?
we're going to sprinkle it on 2 things. Obviously on the surface to work with.
And then in these.
Yeah, but if you want to sprinkle out the moulds, just use your hands. Just literally just get it in there.
Go for it, yeah.
Just all in.
Yeah?
Cool.
Does it look good?
Yeah. Okay.
And now on here.
Now on there, please. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so that's our soft crust.
Yeah.
So now we need to roll it out.
Okay, so rolling pin.
Okay. First things first though, we need to
Tip top.
always want to try and get a nice long piece.
Okay.
So we'll just start in the middle and just gradually roll it out.
So start down here.
Exactly. So you work down there. Just pull it away from the rest.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you just roll that out again, if you roll that out, I'll keep cutting out shapes.
Okay, I'm going to make plenty of flowers on there.
Yeah, loads of flour.
Okay, I'm going to roll this out. So I'm trying to make this bigger than the tartlet, but the tarts. What do you call these things?
Tart cases.
Tart cases. And then I'm going to put it in there. So bring this one over that I already pre-floured, and then literally just fold in. Okay. And now I'm going to just press it round.
You won't cook it straight away because of the high butter content.
Yeah.
It will just melt. Absolutely. So what we've done is we've had this chilling.
Yeah.
So as you can see, so it's cold.
Yeah, now it's nice and cold.
Now what we need to do is, I'm just going to line the base with tin foil and basically something to weigh down the pastry. Because if we didn't do this, the pastry would rise unevenly.
Right, okay.
So we want it to cook without rising. Baking things. Now, there's nothing special about them. It could be old rice.
Okay.
It could be just like old lentils. You know, there's.
Okay. And then we just pour them in there, do we?
Exactly. We just hoof them into the base.
Yeah.
Technical chefing term.
And then spread them out?
Yeah. It doesn't have to completely fill it, just enough to sort of
keep it all flat.
Exactly.
Something good? And this is going to just stop it from rising and keep it nice and flat at the base.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, as you can see as well, we've put quite a fairly generous overhang.
Yeah.
Because what happens with pastry of this kind, you don't want it. If you watch it cook and it's too high temperature in the oven, it will sink down.
Okay.
Now, because we're going to fill this, like this one's going to be for sort of quiche.
Yeah.
We want it as full as we can be. So we've left a bit of overhang. Once that's cooked, we can always trim it off and make it neat.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people recommend you should cook these things out at a high temperature. We don't.
Okay, so on a lower temperature.
Yeah, sort of like 140.
Okay.
So it just cooks evenly, slowly. We cook it too hard, there's the risk, like I said, of the butter melting too quickly.
Yeah.
The top bit of the pastry around the rim cooking before the base.
Yeah.
So this way we want sort of nice even heat. Takes a lot longer, but you do get a much better result.
And how long will you cook this for?
We do it by eye, but about 20 minutes, half an hour.
20 minutes, okay, cool. And then gas mark, we do about gas mark too.
Alright, watch out, ladies. Okay.
That's great.
So as you can see, this is the, before I take the beans out, I'll explain what's going on. This is another reason why you leave an overhang.
Yeah.
Just in case we get little droopages like that,
Yeah.
just the pastry come off. But as you can see, it's not a problem.
It smells so nice. It smells really good, doesn't it?
Butter, it's great, isn't it? And a low temperature means it's nicely evenly cooked.
Yeah.
Now, all we need to do is get rid of the butter bean, get rid of these baking beans.
Yeah.
You can reuse these again and again, so just like I said, like a bag of cheap rice or something, just keep reusing them.
Take the whole thing out and just pop it straight in there.
Plop.
It's taking that straight out the oven, it's all done. Voila, my pastry.